So how do you build a sales team that's not on your payroll? Well, keep tuned in here and I'm going to show you. I'm going to teach you. Happy Friday, everybody. It's Andrew Houston here with trading tips in the truck. Even though I'm in the office, you're probably watching this from the truck. From Profit for Contractors, we help contractors really get more control, more freedom, more profits to pay for that freedom, and get their business to be a better place to have, right? A more fun place. They give you the lifestyle you want, not just in the business but also at home. So how do you build a sales team that's not on your payroll? That's a good question. I mean, imagine if you could do that. Imagine if you could get a sales team that looks out for you. They've got your back. They know who your target audience is, like Class A clients. They're engaged with them all the time. They literally have a list of them. And when I say they protect you, they keep away from you, these Class D deadbeat clients, and Class C can't deal with clients, and only allow Class A clients, awesome clients, to be, put in front of you. So how the heck do you do that? How do you build this sales team? Well, it's called strategic alliances, guys. Well, what is a strategic alliance? You might know what that is, but in the world of contractors, they are everywhere, okay? Now, I'm going to use an example today. I don't care what kind of trade you're in, but the strategic alliances, especially in the trades, are so impactful. Some of our clients have gotten literally hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of Class A clients from strategic alliances. So what is a strategic alliance? A strategic alliance is somebody that's like-minded, that has your values, that believes in your product and service and the value that you provide, but they are in a non-compete way dealing with the same clients as you. Okay, so the clients that you want, they've got, and they are people that have your best interests in mind, and also you have their best interests in mind as well, and do all the things I just mentioned. Okay, so here's an example of strategic alliance. You see, a strategic alliance, let's just use a builder as an example, or let's use an electrical contractor. This week we had one of our clients ask me, like, I need to get more leads, I need to get more quality leads, I need to get more profits, better clients that are paying, willing to pay, that are not going to cause cash flow issues for me. Like, how do I do that, coach? Well, this electrical contractor, was doing work for custom home builders. And I said, okay, we got to build some strategic alliances. Hey, Lauren. And so on the job site, there's all these other trades. So if you take as an example that electrical contractors on that job site, there's plumbers, there's drywallers, there's the HVAC guys, there's the tile guys, there's the insulation guy. I mean, guys, I can go on and on and on and on. There's probably between 10 and 15 trades, actually, when it comes to building a custom home that are involved on every single custom home that gets built, okay? So that tells us that those other trades, those other companies that are on that job site are after the same type of clientele that we're after. So what you can do is build these strategic alliances. That means you partner up with, so the electrical contractor is now going to go and engage with some of those other contractors on that job site, or find out who the business owners are. Hey, and just introduce themselves really simply, pick up the phone, and something like this. You guys might want to write down the script, and pause this video as I go through it, which is like, hey, we're working for, the same builder, and, I've been thinking about this, and I think we can really help out each other. I mean, it looks like, because you're on the same job site, your crews are on the same job site as my crews, that, we could help out each other and maybe introduce some of the other builders that aren't on each other's lists, and maybe, protect each other as far as making sure that, we're not working with people that are the wrong, clientele. I'm going to tell you right now, that other owner, okay, of that contracting company, whether it's a plumbing company, the drywall company, the insulation company, is going to welcome that like crazy. Number one, okay, people don't want to be feeling like they're alone, okay? And when a like-minded contractor reaches out for the benefit of that other person, okay, with, looking at bringing value to that other person first and foremost, that other person is going to be incredibly receptive to it. I mean, what do they have to lose? So you want to start building this up, okay? Start off with identifying a couple of the trades that get impacted the most on the job site that you're on by your company, okay? So electrical, impacts the sheet metal guys, because if they don't run the wires, in certain places, or they do run wires in certain places, it could affect the heating ducts, because you obviously can't have wires going through the heating ducts, right? You guys get this, okay? Same thing is it could affect the drywallers, right? If the electrical contractor doesn't put the boxes set in far enough, drywallers drywall over top of it, and then it's a big pain in the ass that, the drywaller's got to come back. You get the whole idea. So you want to work with those contractors that that if you were working together really tightly on the same job site, that you guys could actually help out each other. So it goes way beyond just sharing and introducing these other contractors or these other builders or, customers that each other has that's not on each other's list. It goes way beyond that. Like, you think about it, just in this example of a builder, right? How many times, sorry builders, if you're listening, does a builder call out the electrician and say, hey man, yeah, we're ready to put the service in, or we're ready for the main floor to be roughed in, and the electrician or electrical contractor shows up and is like, Jesus man, this place isn't even ready, right? Well, the same thing happens to all those other trades. So when the trades start working together, they can start communicating to each other going, hey, the job's not ready yet. I'm telling you right now, there's so many benefits with this, with building strategic alliances. And some of these strategic alliances will be alliances for life. And other aspects of this, say you get super busy and they're feeding you leads left, right, and center, and you're doing the same thing to them. And you start looking and start forecasting how much work you have, along with some of the other tips and tricks that I've shared with you, and tracking your conversion rate and all this, so that you're forecasting your growth, and you realize, holy shit, I'm not going to have enough guys to manage any more work. So what do? Well, it's as simple as having that relationship with that alliance to say, hey man, I need you to throttle it back a bit. Don't send me any more, referrals because I can't handle it. Like that, what a great level of communication. Like I said, great level of communication and working together on, similar jobs to really, work with each other, give a heads up to each other, all these different options and value added things that you guys can bring to each other. Other thing is with strategic alliances, hey Alex, my man, the other thing is with strategic alliances that, it doesn't take much, right? Like you figure, I'm just going with the analogy of, or the example of the electrical contractor who's doing work for a custom home builder. The same principles, guys, apply whether it's you, Alex, whether somebody putting on, steel up on walls or whatever. Like, who are those trades that are on the same job site as you that you could partner with and help out one another? So come back to what I was saying earlier. It doesn't take much. Like, what is one job worth to you? I don't know. It's going to be different for you, Alex. What's up, coach? Yeah, man. Nice to see you, Alex. Happy Friday, brother. So here's the thing. You imagine, you think about what one client is worth to you. Imagine if you've got like 5 strategic alliances, right? 3 strategic alliances, and you feed each other a lead. Each of those trades feeds you a lead once a month. That's like 3 leads. Now, here's the goal of it. Think about this. When somebody refers somebody to you, right, especially if it's a strategic alliance, like say this electrical contractor gets a referral from the plumber, okay, or the steel guy or whatever, what do you think the odds are? Do you think the odds are going to be higher that they're going to land that job? Of course they are. It's going to be way higher because of what I call is trust transference, okay? You're transferring the trust of yourself, okay, that builder has in this case, that client has, you're transferring that to the person that the referral is going to, right? So it's huge. So your conversion rate, your odds of winning those jobs is higher. I guarantee you, your ability to land clients with a higher profit is way higher. Your ability to know in advance who this potential prospect is from a communications perspective, a payment perspective, a work ethic perspective, appreciation of value perspective, is like through the roof that you can't get from any other source. You can, I'm not saying don't market online. I'm not saying that there's not a ton of other marketing, but man, this is so effective. Okay. And, these people are basically a sales force. These strategic alliances are literally a sales force that's not even on your payroll. I think the only thing that might be on, not on the payroll, but the only thing that might be costing you is like a freaking coffee, maybe some eggs and bacon, I don't know, maybe lunch, maybe going out for a brew together. And imagine if, okay, last little thing, because I got to get rolling, because actually I think a brew is calling me on Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. Is this. Imagine if you got 3 or 4 of those people sitting down at the same table and you guys come up with like this monthly meeting, like nothing major. You got to have breakfast. You sit down once a month and you go out for breakfast and you share insights with each other, and not just around, sharing prospects and how those referrals are working out, but you start sharing insights around business knowledge. In our group of Profit Contractors, like people like Alex, Lauren, like we've got hundreds of people that are like-minded contractors, and they help each other. They share things with each other. They trust each other. They're able to be open and be to a certain degree vulnerable and not feel alone because they're together. And the insights they get is crazy. So guys, start building a sales force that's not on your payroll. Okay. I got to get going here. It's Friday. Hope you guys are going to have a great weekend. Looks like it's going to be beautiful here anyways. And, this is Tradie Tips in the Truck on Friday. And Andrew Houston here from Profit for Contractors. Build strategic alliances. We've got a whole process that we have for all those clients that are watching this in the membership site, specifically under these strategic alliances. We got templates, we got tools, how to do it, step by step, and how basically the game plan is laid out for you. For those guys, for everybody on here or watching that's a client, take a look at it. It's great. And for all others, join the Contractor Tips group if you want, if you're not in there already, down below. And rough it. Don't overcomplicate this, man. Pick one strategic alliance, fellow trade company owner that you're going to engage with. Make sure you go there with a giver's gain. That means you give first. Hey, I think I can help you out. I think you can help me out approach. Don't overcomplicate it and just start with the first steps, okay? Anyways, we'll see you guys on the flip. Andrew Houston here from Profit for Contractors, helping you guys get more profits, more control, more freedom, have a better business, have fun with it. And that's it. That's all, folks. We'll catch you later. Ciao.